All right. Good morning. Welcome back to the Twinning Hour. My name is Royce, aka Op. This is my twin brother Ron.
AKA Ani.
And welcome Alexa. Say hello. She's back today.
Is she working today?
Hi.
Yeah. Say hello.
Oh,
Alexa,
there you
say
go.
hello. Alexa, say hello.
Hi there.
Hi there. I think she had COVID last week. She couldn't talk. She lost her voice. Something was going on with her last night. All right. So how was your week?
My week was uneventful. I'm telling you, I feel like my week is like Groundhog Day, the movie. It's just the same thing every day. Still
Every day.
unemployed, still doing in-person interviews, still being ghosted by these companies when you ask them, hey, I do coach high school softball, so we're 10-1 in league, and
Nice.
we got three big important games, and hopefully by the end of next weekend we'll figure out if we won league for.
And you coach for, can I say the name?
Sure, why not?
Golden
High School.
Golden.
Or
Shout out to Golden. 10-1. Shout out.
10-1 in league. So yeah. How was your week? You went on vacation. Hell,
I was on vacation. I went back to the house up on the Redneck Riviera. We had some friends from the East Coast meet us there. 80 degrees, sat on the beach, did a little adult beverage drinking, and didn't work on the house. Well, I had to put batteries in the door, and I fixed a doorknob. That's, this is a Bobby B out of 6 years I've had this house. Probably the first time I actually done anything.
And the sad part about it is that probably took you a week to do.
No, I fixed it. It took me a week to get the batteries to put in there. I just happened to notice it was going low and I wanted to change it. I got a tree that's dead in the backfield, and it's about ready to fall on the house. But, people want I'll get 2,500 to cut it and haul off the branches. I'm like, 2,500.
Yeah, we'll just go rent a chainsaw and go do it ourselves.
What happened to those people that do it for 200-300? I don't want any grinding. I just cut it down to the stump, and it's not a tall tree. It's probably 20 feet high. It's not.
You can make a pit. You can make a barbecue pit out of it. Put a table right there. Make it level it off.
It's way in the back, and I got my neighbor concerned it's going to fall in the house. Now it's got me concerned, and it's like, well, whatever. But anyways, so that's it. But we had a good time. We went to New Orleans on Friday, and then spent the day on Friday in New Orleans, and then spent the night, and then came home. But I mean, it rained like a son of a bitch in New Orleans, so we really didn't do much but get wet. We walked around with ponchos. It rained pretty hard, so just kind of Friday was kind of slow. Went back to the hotel, but I do have shocking alert.
Oh God!
I found something.
Is this where we need to put music on? Dun dun dun
dun dun. This is breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news to me, because I figured this out. I have been traveling 5 weeks now? I've been at the airport every Monday and Friday for 5 weeks now. And I haven't traveled this much in my life, but I've noticed a scam going on at the airport. Now, maybe I'm new to the scam and everybody else knows about it, but I noticed when I fly, the wife and I will fly out once or 2 or 3 times a year. We'll go on vacation, and every now and then you'll see somebody in a wheelchair getting helped onto the plane.
Oh, that's a scam. Your father used to do that. Stop.
So,
I know what you're going to tell. I know what you're going to say.
I don't know if I mentioned this last week. I can't remember, but I got in line to go to LA. Was it LA? So I went to did I mention this with the TSA last week? I can't remember. No. And this is when I first started realizing what was going on. So I got on the TSA line, and we get up to where the TSA agent checks your ticket and I guess now you have to give them your license and take a picture of you. And at the time, there was like 3, 4, 5, 6 people in a wheelchair trying to get cut in line. So I got through, and then DIA's got this new section where this section is yours, and you're actually pulling tubs out. It's a new thing on the.
Yeah. I think it's not new.
I think it's well, this is the first time I've used it. I've never been there. So these guys that are pushing them, and the people that are with the people being pushed, they're all in a hurry, and they're cutting in line, and it wasted 20. I sat there trying to get my luggage and all my stuff in a bucket, trying to get it in through the x-ray machine for about 15, 20 minutes, sat there.
Yep.
The TSA agent was yelling at him because you guys don't, there's like 6 people in a wheelchair, and the TSA, you don't have to bring them all in this line. So I finally got through, and as I'm waiting for the luggage, I stood right in line where the luggage comes out, and the lady that was helping the wheelchair was saying, "Excuse me," and I turned around. I was rude. I turned around and said, "No, I'm staying here. You wasted 20 minutes of my time. I don't understand why." And I'm not trying to be mean, but just because you're in a wheelchair doesn't mean you get front in line. You know, you're not. It's not. You're in a wheelchair. That means you're. That doesn't mean. I'm not trying to be mean to handicap, but that's when I started noticing it. So when I got to the gate, and then I noticed that there were like almost 8 people lined up in a wheelchair to get on my plane to LA.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I'm just.
Let me take a guess. Let me take a guess. Southwest.
Southwest.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and it started dawning on me when the lady got out of the wheelchair and walked to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
No, she walked to the bathroom and walked back. And then it started, and then coming back, they were trying to get it. In Denver, we have a train that goes to A, B, and C gate. And this guy was it was so full, he was trying to get him in. So these people are actually riding in a wheelchair to get in line with TSA, the first one. They get in line to get into the bus, and then they get their first on the plane.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is.
I know this is breaking news to you, but your father used to do that all the time. Literally, our father used to go. I used to take him into Vegas. He'd walk into Vegas. He would make sure that the ticket I get, I would have to put wheelchair assistant on his ticket. He would go. He'd be walking, go to the bathroom. As soon as he gets in the wheelchair, he plays the part. Like he can't talk, like he's just, and then you're exactly right. He gets through, and then the sad part about it is, I don't think they do that now, but back then they wouldn't let the family go through. So Dad would be at the gate way before I do. I would have to be sitting.
Oh no, they had a couple.
As soon as I get to the gate, he stands up. He goes to the bathroom. He goes buy some food. But he sits. As soon as he sits down in the chair, it's like he plays the part, like he can't move or something. It's like
when I saw that, I'm just sitting there, and I'm not like I don't watch TV or watch my phone. I'll maybe throw some music on, or I'll just sit there in silence or something. But I do a lot of people watching, and when I saw the lady, because I mean there are actually people that need to be in a wheelchair, they're in crutches, maybe they're a little up in age, they can't walk, But when this lady got up and she was sitting, not even like 3 people. And then, of course, Concourse C, they remodeled it. It's the first time I was in the Southwest.
Yeah, it's beautiful,
it's actually pretty nice. Yeah. So she gets up, and I'm watching her go to the bathroom, and I'm like, oh, and then it dawned on me what was going on.
Oh, yeah.
When I had to go to LA, and then just leaving now, when we got up to go to New Orleans, it wasn't a full flight, but there were 8 wheelchairs lined up to get in the plane.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if I'm.
And then the first one's on, and sometimes they're the first one off. And it's like, well,
they haven't been the first one off because they always announce we haven't had wheelchairs yet. Everybody, please sit. But they're the first ones to go through TSA. The people rush through the TSA, which I just because you're in a wheelchair, again, I apologize if I hurt your feelings, but I just don't. Just because you're in a wheelchair, you should wait in line with everybody else. It doesn't. I don't understand why it makes you go. But it stopped the line for 20 minutes, and there are people getting pissed because they're missing their plane because all these wheelchairs are going through.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I know this, maybe it's new to me, but I don't know if I'm pissed off they're doing it or I'm pissed off because I'm not doing it. Because maybe I should start doing this.
Maybe it's an age thing, right? It's like, yeah. Your father figured that out. Our dad figured that out many years ago.
I'm like, but everybody's, and there's young people doing it. There was a 30, 40, 50-year-olds that I mean, there's a guy that looked like he was a bodybuilder that he was sitting there.
A meathead. Maybe his muscles were too big.
I mean, they're I don't know if they're tipping these attendants. I don't know what they're called, but is that I mean,
tips,
is that like an alert or not? Because I mean, comment in the section if you guys know about this, and let me know how long you've known about it, and maybe a comment about it, because I was kind of pissed about it, but then I was kind of pissed like, well, maybe I should start doing it because I have to wait in line. I got to wait in line, do this. And your first one, and of course, Southwest, for the time being, I guess they're changing. You get your own seat, so the first people get any seat they want.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, is that a scam or what? I just
Dad used to always have a $5 bill just so he could tip them.
Yeah,
so he get there on time. Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm like,
oh yeah. It's a scam.
Man, I guess I never paid attention because I mean, I when you fly so much as I did because I'm tired of flying. But I mean, I only get 4 weeks of vacation, so maybe I go on vacation 2 or 3 times a whole year. you know, but when you sit there and notice it every week for the last 5 weeks, it's like, man, gotta have my lemon water. But
Your lemon water and your Stanley. Yeah.
I am like, I'm like,
isn't Stanley Cup more of a woman thing?
no, I like it. I was gonna get the big bucket.
Oh yeah, because it seems like it's like a kind of a girly kind of a thing.
No, I like my Stanley Cup.
Oh, okay.
It fits in my...
Wait. Do you take it to the gym with you?
No, I don't do that.
Yeah, why not?
Because I got a big jug. I got a big 64-ounce
Is it
jug.
because you don't want people to tease you because it's
No,
kind of a girl
I just
thing?
I'm not into the little straw thing at the gym.
Oh, okay. Because it makes you feel like a little girly thing.
Yeah. I don't want to be sucking. I don't want to be sucking on anything
straw.
at the gym. So,
crap.
Again, write the comments down. Give me some notice on this, because I was like, I don't know if I was appalled that this was going on and I didn't know about it, or I was just pissed because I wasn't doing it, because I'm going to have to try it.
Yeah.
You know, being almost 60, I've had 5-hour back surgery, a knee surgery. Hey, what age? I'll even come in with a cane. I got a cane. I'll walk in with a cane.
Yeah.
So do you have to?
You have to do it free.
Oh, okay. So you don't go up there and ask for it. So you have to.
No, you can, but there's actually, when you go online and order the tickets, you go into a handicap section and you check off if you need it. And yeah.
Is it free?
Yeah. You don't pay for it.
So you get in line for everything for free. Yeah. I even watched them. The lady actually got Starbucks. Like coming home from New Orleans, she went in and they waited in line and they got Starbucks and everything. Yeah. This little guy's pushing in.
And the best part about that, she was okay to wait in line. She didn't need to be up in front. So that just tells you she could have waited in line to go through the TSA checkpoint. Yeah.
So and then I'm going to try not to be mean, because I am a plus size. I am a plus size model. But you should say the size of you when you're in a wheelchair, because this poor guy. I mean, there's a guy that had to be. I'm sorry. He's about, I'm going to lie, he's about 400 pounds. And the lady that was pushing him was probably $120 wet.
Yeah.
So, and
it was like at the gym pushing the sled with the.
That's what it looked like.
She was like, oh.
She's pushing him, and then she got him on the little conveyor belt. And that was easy, because she just.
Oh, she probably took a breath after that. She probably pulled out her Stanley.
I mean, so maybe there should be some kind of weight restriction on that thing, or at least ask for 2 people.
Yeah.
You know, all right.
Or they should get one of those things like the lawnmower has. You know.
Oh, what the self-drive?
That has a little, you put it on, you stand on it, and they'll go.
Oh. You know, I've actually seen those on the wheelchairs. I've actually seen, they do have them. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, so that was my week. I just wanted to see. I didn't know if that was something that I guess now that Dad did it, I didn't know, but yeah, I just wanted to bring that out and see what anybody else says. So
yeah, Dad knew about it, so he used it. So, anyways,
I'd leave it to Dad.
All right, and then we started the week off with a very boring but a Bronco win.
Got a Bronco win.
That was I'm not a big Aaron Rodgers fan, and I was watching that. Actually, the Jets are playing Minnesota right now in London. It started there. They're in the second half, and Aaron Rodgers already thrown 2 interceptions in the first inning. Sorry, I'm a baseball fan too, but the first quarter. But yeah, I mean, it was obviously Bo Nix needs to either wear a glove or figure something out, because I know it was raining and it wasn't raining that hard, but I mean, oh my God, thank God the defense took. I mean, the defense just was unbelievable. But if you can't throw a ball in the rain, you're in trouble, especially
coming from Denver.
Doesn't Oregon have? And I think he played for Arkansas, and that has snow and rain. I don't understand.
I don't know where he played for Auburn. He played for Auburn, and then
Oregon has rain and snow, so I don't understand how he can't throw. But you better do something, because that was just that. And when it stopped raining, he was throwing passes. It was great, but it's just you got to figure something out, a glove or something. But defense came up. Defense showed up. It was a W. That's all I care about is a W. We can all bitch and complain what we're like that.
Oh,
it was a win. We're 2-2.
Devontae Williams finally showed up. He actually looked like the rookie year. He was running.
Oh God, was he great or what?
Yeah, I mean, he finally woke up. I think they finally in the second half. I mean, they actually look like an NFL team. It's like, okay, we're getting positive yards for the first time.
Does it sound like the first time that you've actually seen the Broncos probably since Peyton Manning that they actually adjusted the offense for the second half? Because it seems like they come out and do the same crap, that they do. And yeah, so anyways, it was a good game. It was a win. Today they play against the Raiders. I don't think we've beaten the Raiders in the last 7 or 8 meetings, 9, I think is what it was. And they're falling apart, which doesn't mean crap because the last time they were falling apart, they ended up winning. So, but hope they lost their Devontae Adams is out with a mystery hamstring because he wants to be traded. But the biggest news of the day is I don't know, I haven't heard anything yet, but if Crosby's out because Crosby just kicks our ass. Yeah, he hurt his ankle, so there's talks about him not starting or not playing. So, but I haven't heard the final news yet. I haven't looked either.
I would love to have Crosby out.
Yeah.
Holy cow! Yeah, we got to win. So what's that? We're 2-2. And
2-2. Yeah.
Over under is 5.5. So I need.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there.
Yeah.
So I need 3.5 more games.
3.5.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I get the big. I win $200.
This is a big.
I went the over.
This is a big week. They play the Raiders. They play
San Diego. And then we go to
is it Carolina?
We go to New Orleans in New Orleans.
Safe. Never been to that stadium. That'd be an.
We just drove by there on the way to the airport. What a stadium that Superdome is.
We should see how much tickets it cost to that stadium. I would love to go to that stadium. Come on now.
Yeah.
I know somebody has a house that's close by.
Yeah, me too.
So, but go Broncos.
Hey, go Broncos. They played good. We didn't have. Well, I guess we didn't have CU this week, so CU had a bye, so probably needs that.
CU had a bye. They needed it, so they play Kansas State in Kansas next week. I think
is that what they play? Okay.
I wish they would play day games. I don't know why. I mean, it's like an 8:35 game.
The last couple of games are early.
1
or 2. Yeah.
Everything else was 5:30. It's like, man, could we let be some day games? I'm in bed by 8:30.
You don't do anything. Why are you in bed?
Because I just,
Are you just tired? You're just tired of not doing anything?
I'm just tired of not doing anything, I guess. I get up, I work out, I practice for 2 hours every night, but it's there's nothing in between there.
How's your eating habits?
Eating habits has gone doing pretty damn good.
Are you?
I'm enjoying my eating habits, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So the diet's kind of
I work my ass off, but I haven't lost weight, I haven't gained weight, but
well, that's good. You haven't gained any weight.
Oh, okay. Well, the first couple of weeks I gained weight, but I haven't gained weight since then. But I also haven't weighed myself for like a month and a half.
I actually came home and weighed myself after the vacation, and I'm thinking, man, I gained a pound.
Oh, hey, good for you.
Yeah, I was shocked. I'm
almost took a huge shit.
I'm almost positive the scale is broken.
Yeah,
I might have to put some batteries in it.
Yeah, you did that on purpose. Took one battery out.
Yeah. So
crap. What else is it? Oh, the sad news is in the sports world, and you and I grew up in LA. And it was always back when we used to go to the Dodger Stadium. The first games we used to go to was always the opening season was against the Reds. So the big red machine was always in town. And the loss of Pete Rose is I know Pete Rose had a lot of controversy and his gambling and stuff. But again, being a huge Dodgers fan and I was always a Cincinnati fan because Pete Rose and me being a catcher, I was always a Johnny Bench fan. But Pete Rose was one of our favorite players. I mean, we used to love watching him play. He hustled. He did things.
Mr. Hustle, that's what they call him.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad to see him news. I understand why he's not in there. I disagree with why he's not in the Hall of Fame. Because you got players out there now that are raping people and getting all these in trouble and all that kind of stuff, and they get to play and they get it. Most of it's in football, but still, I get it. It's sad that he didn't get back in it, but it's sad that he died and how he died was kind of sad because he was actually somewhere signing autographs and they found him in his hotel room. So, no foul play and anything. Yeah, that's
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So it's sad. We lost a good baseball player. One of the, again, we were in the 80s and there were, in the 80s baseball was a lot different than it is now. So a lot of the big players, Joe Morgan was one of your favorite ones, played second base. And, it was funny because we always had, I was a catcher's fan. So Steve Yeager and Johnny Bench, and you were like, Davey Lopes for the Dodgers and actually Joe Morgan, we always looked at was, it was one of our biggest things.
Oh, yeah. Well, big Dodgers fan. Steve Garvey, Dusty Baker, Rick Monday, Ron Say, Bill Russell, Steve. Oh, yeah.
Joe Ferguson, who was a backup catcher to play the outfield. Oh, yeah. We were, we used to go when the tickets were like $5 and we used to have great seats, but,
Yeah, we went quite a bit. But yeah, Pete Rose was, I disagree with the ban. I mean, I get what he did, but I don't think he should not have been in the Hall of Fame. He still holds doesn't he hold the hitting record?
Yeah.
So I mean, I get maybe banning him from baseball, but Not from the Hall of Fame. He deserves that. I don't think he got that record because he did something different. He didn't bet on himself or he threw a game or anything.
He didn't bet on it when he was playing. He bet on it when he was coaching. But like I said, look at these athletes now, what they're doing now. I mean, my favorite football player, Von Miller, he's got suspended for 4 games for beating the crap out of his pregnant girl, which would be the second time he's gotten caught for that. But but it's like it's
well, when you marry a Las Vegas stripper, I mean, she's probably not all there.
I don't think she's the same girl. This is someone different.
I think it's the same one, the one that was here, the one he has 2 kids with.
Oh man, I didn't know that. I thought it was somebody different. But anyways, yeah, there's so much political part of it, and I know baseball's old school because it takes a lot for them to change rules, and they're slowly getting into it. But yeah, the sad part about it now is after he's passed away, they said, let's go ahead and put him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, they said that?
Sad. No. That's just in my book. It's just sad. It is what it is. Let it go.
Yeah.
So
I think he should have went in. I get the ban. I know a couple people. I know like what's his name on the Nuggets? His Porter. His son got banned from basketball. His brother got banned from basketball for life because he was betting, but he was betting on himself.
Yeah.
I mean, he would throw the game and make millions of dollars.
Yeah, well, I don't know about it. It wasn't that good, but I get that part. Yeah,
but he was on an NBA team and he was playing. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
and the other big loss here in Denver was Dikembe Mutombo. I mean, 58 years old. He's 1 year younger than we are, and he had brain cancer, I believe.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I didn't know it either. But
what a great. I mean, bigger than life. What a great player. I was at the game when they won. They were 8 seed going in, and they won the number 1 seed, the Supersonics. I was at that game where he held the ball and he was laying on the ground and he held the ball. I was there at that game. I won tickets when I worked for Pepsi, but I mean, what a great moment. He's just larger than life.
And that's just the thing that he did. Just the things that he did. I mean, he built hospitals for his people in Nigeria, wherever he was from. I don't think he's from Nigeria, but yeah, just he brought basketball to his country, and yeah, just a great guy, outstanding guy. So that's a big loss too. So, but anyways, yeah, that's too bad. But what else? What else you got going on?
Sergeant Taggart died.
Sergeant Taggart
from Beverly Hills Cop.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He died too.
It was funny. He was just in the number 3 or number 4.
Oh yeah, we just saw him when they just did a remake of it. And he was in that one. Yeah, Taggart.
I tell you one thing, we've had a lot of people pass away in the last week. We had, and I'm drawing blank on his name, but the guy from Good Times, the father. What was his name?
Oh yeah, he did pass away. I forgot. I thought he died a while ago.
No, ask Alexa. What was his name?
Alexa, who passed away this week?
Some recent famous deaths include Major League Baseball leader Pete Rose, who died on September 29, 2024 at age 83 with no official cause of death disclosed, Chris Christopherson, who died on September 27, 2024 at the age of 88 with no official cause of death disclosed, and Maggie Smith, who died on September 26, 2024 at age 89 with no official cause of death disclosed.
Maggie Smith was Harry Potter. She was an actress, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I was wondering who that was, yeah.
Yeah, she was one from Harry Potter. Yeah,
Alexa, who played the father on Good Times?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, John Amos played the dad on Good Times.
Yep. Yeah, so John Amos passed away, yeah.
Yeah. Just give you an update. Nuggets are losing 109-76 in the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter.
The Nuggets?
Yeah, they're playing in Dubai.
Oh, I didn't even know they're playing today.
Yeah, where you been?
I've been
preseason started.
I've been in laying on the beach on the Redneck Riviera. I haven't even know what's going on. So
yeah.
All right.
What else you got going on?
Nothing. Got to start my new job next week, Monday. Going up to Utah.
Monday.
So no, we got the game going on today against the Raiders. So that's at 2:25.
I wanted to bring that up. But and again, I'm not going to mention names, but over this past week, we had 2 teams, 2 high school softball teams. I did get a chance to see the video, but it was 2 teams that were the one team is an underdog, beat the team, so it was a ground ball I think it was a shortstop, threw him out at first. But then when the runner was on second, rounded third, hit the third baseman from behind. The coach got involved in it, took a clipboard and kind of slightly smacked her in the face with it. And then she got in a shoving match with the coach. And then one of the other players shoved her down. And as she stood up, she just basically beat the shit out of the head coach. So it's like, yeah, here we are, high school softball people.
High school softball. You're beating the shit out of the coach.
Yeah, I just don't. I wanted the coach shouldn't have done anything. Coach should have just walked off the field and, mouth off. And that's the times we have. We got players that want to mouth off, but I mean, but you didn't have to do this to the clipboard and smack her. But and like I said, it wasn't like she slapped her with the face, but it's like just walk away. I mean, again, that's it's a sore loser of a coach. And it caused all this stuff. All she had to do was just basically walk away and move on, and she couldn't.
Well, if the runner knew that it was out and the inning was over, why'd the runner throw?
Because they were upset because they lost to a.
Well, then you'd have to blame the runner then to start the whole thing. Oh, okay. Yeah. And she can't round third and just and all of a sudden body check the third baseman.
Granted, the third baseman was in the way, but the game was already over, and it's like you could have just walked off, left. But she. I've been doing this for 23, 24 years. I've done competitive ball. I've seen stupid things that players, they'll run to first base, and as they're trying to tag you out, they'll stick their elbow out and knock the first baseman over just because. I've actually played softball against a team in Arizona. This pitcher was just kicking our ass, and the two coaches' daughters came up, and she threw him at her head. Both of them got concussions. She got knocked out, and then she went right back and throwing strikes again. Stupid stuff like that. And the sad part about it comes to the head coach. The coaches are the ones that tell the people to do this. So,
well, then the umpires need to do something about it. Then,
the umpires are, we don't know. I remember that game. So, yeah, it's sad that it happens, but it's part of life, it's part of sports. It's it is what it is. It's just a bunch of sore losers. It's you try to teach these girls to be ready, to be positive. It's you don't see that much in college ball. Because when you make a D1 or all this college ball stuff, it's you're there, you're here, you play, you're excited to be there, and some of the times you just don't see that in high school ball and competitive ball, and sometimes I'll say it straight out. Sometimes it's the parents, that's how they teach them. It's like again, this is softball, this ain't tackle football, so it's sad. It was like here it's like you were watching a film from an ESPN and a major league brawl comes out, and it was like, oh, holy crap. And it's like, parents on there breaking it up. And so, it was interesting. It was actually interesting. So, what else? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I don't understand. I guess when you go to D1 softball, I think you got to find, don't you got to sign a contract that you won't do anything like that?
Well, and don't forget, a lot of these D1 coaches, they just don't look at your ability. And I shouldn't say D1, all these college coaches, when they come and watch you play at a competitive or a high school level, they look at your attitude. They want to see how you act after you strike out. They want to see how you act after you got an error in the outfield. And they base off of that. I've actually known young ladies that were going to very good D1 schools that they actually got their scholarship revoked because of how they acted on the field.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to represent you, and you got to represent the team you're playing.
Yeah, and it's sad because again, and again, you look at, I mean, we got players that I've seen too where this will be the third team they've been on because their parents are not happy, and a lot of it comes with the parents. A lot of it comes with the parents on how they treat it. Sometimes a girl wants to be there all the time and play, but then the parents make it difficult for them. But yeah, I've literally known at least two girls that got their scholarships revoked because of something that they did at a high school level or at a competitive level, because they keep an eye on you, throwing your helmet down, cussing at somebody, or we had a lady that she was a pitcher. She was, she didn't like the umpire and the calls. And after the college coaches were there, and then their last play of the game struck her out and walked towards the umpire and basically flipped you off and walked off. And she lost her scholarship for that. You can't control the controllables. And really, these umpires are, and the sad part about it is the way these umpires are treated. But, no wonder nobody wants to be an umpire anymore, because you're being yelled at by people. And it's like, it's like, I don't care if you're from 12, 10, 12 or teams. these parents are screaming at these umpires. It's like these girls are not going. These girls are not making $1 million after this game. Let the umpire call the come, or get off your asses and you guys be an umpire.
Yeah.
I would never want to be an umpire and be treated that way. I got treated that way as a coach. I wasn't going to do that as an umpire.
Well, it all comes. Go ahead.
Go ahead. And I know you've done it with football too. So it's like, I get what you have. I know what you're going to say, but it's like, holy crap. It's, I mean, let these kids play and let them be kids. I understand the competitive. I understand all that kind of stuff. And then when it gets to the recruiting time, they're figured out from there. But these poor, nobody wants to be officials anymore because they get tired of being yelled at for no reason. Yeah. And I'll be the first one to say, there's a couple of them that need to be retired and some of them suck. They shouldn't be doing it, but it is what it is.
And I've been known to have been thrown out of a football game once or twice or 5 times.
Out of a softball game once or twice
for saying stupid stuff.
But yeah,
but it all comes down to, guess what? You shouldn't everybody should not get a trophy for participation.
Oh, and I agree with that too. Yeah.
I mean, I think some of these kids need to learn how to lose. They need to learn how to be good sportsmen and learn how to take a bad play and move on to the next play. It's just, it all depends on how they're taught between their parents, their coaches, and the players around them.
Yeah. I mean, Wes growing up, it was, you played, you got to, I mean, again, it's, you didn't get recruited like they do now. They come to you, right? We actually did tryouts for baseball. You had all the coaches there that were doing the things. You had a complete tryout, and it was a draft right there. You didn't have to do tryouts and say, hey, why don't you come and play for me? And I got the kid, we're going, hold on, I'm doing 2 more tryouts over here. I'll get back with you. Then they never get back with you. And then the parents get mad at you because you don't get back with them. It's like, wait, you didn't get back. It's just then you got the young ladies that are every year they're on a different team because they're looking for something. I don't know what they're looking for, something to keep the parents happy, I guess. But yeah, and then you try to teach these young ladies how to do things properly through fundamentals and stuff like that. But then it's like, well, this is not my dad taught me. Well, your dad taught you wrong. Your mom taught you wrong. So, and then you stop coaching them because they don't want to listen to you. Yeah. Then they don't understand why they're not improving because you don't want to listen to the coach. They're uncoachable at this time. So
got to be coachable. Okay.
With that,
we're going to wrap it up. Go Broncos. Like and subscribe. Trying to get a YouTube channel going, but I'm old and can't figure it out. So I'm going to have to ask my kids.
There you go. That's what happens when you don't have geek status.
Don't have geek status. So
everybody have a happy Sunday.
Have a good Sunday. Go Broncos. See ya.